Hey, my name is Emily, and I want to tell you how I saved a dog from death. One winter day, I was going home after meeting with my friends. There was an abandoned building on my way home, and my parents forbade me going there or even close to it. But, it was a faster way to get home. I was passing it, and suddenly I heard weird sounds, like someone weeping. I looked into the basement window of the house, and there was a small puppy. I didn't know how it had got there and why it was alone. Maybe someone cruel threw it out there. I didn't know what to do, but I couldn't just leave her alone there, cold and hungry. I immediately called my father and told him about the puppy and asked if I could take her home. My dad said no, and I tried to persuade him by saying that I couldn't just leave her there, but he kept saying no. I still couldn't leave the puppy alone, so I went down to the basement. The puppy was small and helpless, crying silently, but she was also scared of me and tried to get away. But I easily caught her and tucked her under my jacket. She was shivering from the cold, even there. I bought some food, water, and milk from the store and hurried home. Only, I had to come up with some idea to hide the puppy from my parents. Luckily, we had a small shed near our house, so I hid the puppy there, got home, waited until my parents went to sleep, and snuck out of the house with some blankets to keep her warm and bowls for water and milk. I tried to feed the puppy, but she was too scared to eat at first, so I left the food and went to sleep. Of course, I couldn't fall asleep during the night, worrying about the puppy. I checked on her in the morning when my parents went to work, and I was happy to see that she had eaten a bit and drank. I tried to pet her, and it made me so happy that the puppy was already trusting me a bit more. When I got a better look at her, it seemed to be a German Shepherd mixed with some other breed. By this time, I already fell in love with this cute little dog who was looking at me with her big round eyes. For the past few days, she got better and better. She wasn't sick or anything when I found her, just cold and hungry. Now she was eating a lot, running clumsily in the shed and barking. Now, that was a problem because my parents would find the puppy sooner or later, so I tried to ask all my friends if they wanted a dog. Everybody said yes, but also nobody's parents were willing to take her. I had to come up with something, or at least take her to the shelter. But I loved her so much already. I even bought her a first toy, a little squeaky frog. I couldn't even think of giving her away, but I had no choice. On the fourth day, I was leaving the shed as usual, and the puppy was barking with her cute voice. She hated when I was going away. It was scary for her to remain all alone in the darkness. When I was away, she continued to bark, and I knew that now my parents would notice her. And, well, they did. Dad caught me, and he is a strict man, and he had this menacing look on his face.
"What's going on, Emily? What are those sounds?"
I said, I don't know. But, of course, my dad didn't believe me.
"Where were you? Why are you sneaking out of the house in the middle of the night?"
I was so scared of him at that moment, but I decided to tell the truth, that I still had taken the dog in.
"Are you insane?" Dad said. "What if it is infected with something? And I told you that you are not allowed to take it in. Go and throw it out right now."
I was just standing there, holding in my tears.
"No,"
I said to him, and he was furious.
He said, "Then I will do it myself." Went outside, to the shed, opened the door, and
saw this small little puppy looking at him with her big eyes and wiggling her tail. My dad was looking at it for 5 or 10 seconds with a surprised look in his eyes, not knowing what to do. I think in this moment, he felt the same way I did when I first saw her. He then took her in his hands and brought her home. He asked me, "Is it a boy or a girl?" I said I didn't know, and my dad said, "Okay, I guess we can keep it a little bit. Not forever,
just until we find a good owner for it."
2 years passed since then, and our girl Scully, my dad loves X-Files, is now big and strong, and my dad loves her more than I do. He plays with her for hours. I still don't know what went through my father's head at the time, but I'm so happy that it turned out that way. What kind of pets do you have, or would you like to have? Tell us in the comments and share this story so everyone will know the story of the brave little puppy named Scully.